All right, chat. 12 years later, surviving Woke 1.0, the first culture war. Oh boy, old Shoe video. She looks really different, but also not different. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, how the time is gone.
So the other day, I
She's
saw
barely
a tweet.
aged. Yeah, really.
I feel like all my videos start out like that. The other day, I saw a tweet that said, Woke 1 was crazy.
Nancy Pelosi kneeling at the History Museum. I remember that. Oh my god, that was like right after COVID was announced, essentially, right?
Attached to the infamous
Holy
photo
shit.
of Nancy Pelosi and a bunch of Democrat politicians kneeling in African costumes back in 2020 to honor George Floyd. What a fever dream. There were many
Holy
similar
fuck,
posts
man.
from people talking about how crazy Woke 1 was, or Woke 1.0 as they call it.
This
Leftists
was not
talking about
Woke 1,
what
man.
they did wrong during Woke 1.0, how they came off too strongly with things like abolish the police, and how they'll do
Prison
things
abolition, too. That was another thing people were pushing. Yeah, just let all the criminals out. Yeah, real cool. Good idea, guys.
differently during Woke 2.0.
Yeah.
You'll get him next time, champ. And don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, 2020 was crazy. At the time, I was a bit preoccupied, trying my hardest to get Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard elected. I don't want to talk about it. But yes,
Would they? I'm sure they appreciated it. Yeah.
from what I remember, 2020 was crazy. But that was not Woke 1.0. Woke 1.0 started long ago. Long ago when being woke was called being an SJW. Back when Anita Sarkeesian was public enemy #1.
She gave all the Armenians such a bad name. Oh my god. Anita Sarkeesian. Even my brother, who's like pretty normified, like he's not terminally online, even he knew who Anita Sarkeesian was. Sorry, Sarkeesian. I should say it in the American way because people get confused. Yeah, she's from her. I'm thinking about her gets me so amped up because she's kind of like the big antithesis of it.
And I identify as an attack helicopter, believe it or not, was a joke young people told, and not your 65-year-old uncle on Facebook. You see,
Dude, I still to this day remember the first time I heard that meme. Does anyone in chat remember Raynad? Ray Noodle? Did any of you watch Ray Noodle and play Hearthstone back in like 2014? Do you guys remember when they first introduced like text-to-speech for donation? I was there. I was there when the book was written. Back then, I was watching like live during that stream when he turned it on and someone said this meme. Oh my god. Oh my god, 3,000 years ago. I was there, man. 2014 and 2015 was like a golden age. We didn't know how good we had it. I was playing Warlords of Draenor and Hearthstone. Hearthstone just came out of beta. And then next year, it was 2016, Legion came out, which was like the last good WoW expansion in my opinion. Like, I don't know, man. We had it so good. And now it's 2026. And the game studios you used to love, whose group photos looked like a fucking Warhammer 40k convention, now those group photos look like Monster Milking Farms book clubs, man. This is unironically my origin story. I would not be a fucking VTuber if WoW was still good. I wouldn't want to be one. Well, part of the reason is because I just fucking couldn't tear anymore. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I would be too preoccupied. If they didn't ruin everything I loved, I'd probably be in a dungeon or a raid right now. Or in a battleground or something. Yeah, they did this to me, man. They did this. They made me a VTuber, bro. All on top of, you know, actually being a VTuber fan. But you know what I mean? I was like, you know what? I want to have an opinion too.
Woke 1.0 was not George Floyd and COVID masks. No.
No.
Was Woke 1.0.
Learn what
Gamergate
mansplaining
chat.
is, and then stop doing it.
Do you know what the first clip I saw? Oh my god, what was the clip about? I think it was the Bayonetta criticism saying that she was too sexual. Yeah. Ugh.
Or
Hello and welcome to the ShoeOnHead channel. I am your host, ShoeOnHead. You may also know me on Reddit as every e-girl combined into one insufferable millennial woman with fetal alcohol syndrome.
They have not seen people with fetal alcohol syndrome. What the fuck?
Or perhaps just Asmongold on HRT. As I am filming this, it is the 12th anniversary of my first video on this channel. 12 years. 12 years a slave to the algorithm. So in this video—
And BuzzFeed, dude. Farming BuzzFeed back in like 2015 and 2016 was such a huge thing. Do you guys remember? It was like some chick sitting at the table with a computer in front of her and she's like, I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I freaking hate video games and they appeal to the male fantasy. And she's looking at like Grand Theft Auto. I think it was number 5 when it came out. God, what? I hated that bitch. I hated them. They infiltrated my fucking video games.
We are going to react to
It's still
that
being
video
memed on.
as well
Yes,
as a few
it's super
other
old.
videos of mine. We're gonna see how well
cute.
or how terrible everything has aged, because let's be real, a lot of this shit aged like milk.
I don't think so. I think just the memes aged. I don't think what she said was actually like untrue. Yeah, like memes die out. I'll agree with her on that one, but I just don't think like the actual substance, the content is like bad. There's
Wait, why
nothing
is
wrong
everyone
with
pointing this way? What the f— We are going to talk about Woke 1.0, the ancient lore of me and my channel, how the Overton window has shifted so far since then, how stupid everything looks back then in comparison to things happening today. I feel like every morning we wake up and we are living through yet another historical event. The news—
I think times were simpler back then.
moves so fast.
Yeah.
There's pressure to react instantly, to pick a
React!
side, to condemn, to support. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, we're not seeing the full picture. And that's why for years now I have been
Ad?
using today's sponsor, Ground News. So let's quickly give them a shout out before we get into this video. Ground News is a website and an app that lets you see how news
Blonde
stories are being
shoe.
covered all across the political spectrum.
Oh my God.
From left, right, and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of the political bias, ownership, and headlines that helps you understand the full story and make sure you're getting both sides. They
That's
make it really
crazy.
easy to compare headlines to see how political bias and media ownership can affect the framing of a story. For example, let's check out this story about how Republicans in Congress continue to back Iran war despite the political risk. On the left, you'll see the
War.
headlines about this are like, Iran war keeps dashing GOP's midterm hopes. And this is how a right-wing outlet covers the same story. Tucker Carlson claims Israel controls US politics. Force Trump into Iran war. Very different focuses here, very different vibes going on here. But my favorite feature of Ground News is definitely the blind spot feature. It shows you news stories that have been covered by one side of the political spectrum and ignored by the other. For example, here's
Interesting.
another story about how the Iran war is deeply unpopular with even Trump's voters. 39 sources covered this. 64% were left-wing, and only 14 were right-wing. Right-wing media trying to avoid how
The
even their
blind
own fan
spot.
base are sick of this war. And here's a story about how
sick
Ilhan
of
Omar's
all
sister
wars. How
is
many we got
apparently
in?
linked to Minnesota's fraud scandal. 100% of the sources that covered this story are right-wing.
Whoa.
No left-wing outlets have covered
That's
this
actually
story.
insane.
There are so many examples like this,
Holy
and Ground
shit.
News makes it really easy to just lay it all out
The
in the
Lyric
open.
Center.
I've been using
Yeah,
Ground
what
News
about
for years
those?
now,
Everybody
and
should
it
be
is one
talking
of
about
my
it.
favorite apps. Even the Nobel Peace Center recognized Ground News as an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. High praise.
Wow.
Best of all, I am currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the
Oh my
plan I
goodness.
use to access all their amazing features. To get the 40% off discount, go to ground.news/shoe or
gonna
use the
bounce my
QR code
boobies.
on
Look
screen
how cute.
right
Use
here,
it.
or click the link in the video description down below to subscribe to their Vantage plan today. Big thank you to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, as always, for not skipping the ad. And now, back to the video. One of the most funny and like endearing things that have been happening lately is people will discover my channel and then they'll make reaction videos to my videos, and they'll
I'm sorry.
title them things like ShoeOnHead is
Oh!
done with the left.
Wait, I don't do that. Okay, Nux, what the fuck?
ShoeOnHead is finally waking up. And it's like,
Dude, she's been doing this for years. I think she just kind of she broke the threshold. Yeah, I don't think like I've watched Shue for a while, probably like 8 years. Yeah, probably 8 to 7 years. I think I knew about her when Bernie was trying to run, I'm pretty sure.
I've been woken up. Do not cite
she's
the
woke.
anti-woke magic to me, Nuxtaku. I was there when it was written. Before
calling
your
them
girl
out.
was
The blue Jew.
Kami Mommy. For better or worse, I was one of the founding fathers of anti-woke content on the internet. I saw this one tweet that was like, the idea there was a woke one is the most jarring to America's moment I've ever had. Really, bitch? I mean, like, I get it. I would pretend it never happened too. It was very embarrassing, but really,
Yeah, Gamergate was ridiculous. That shit was so dumb.
bitch. I was there when Bernie Sanders was talking about unions and
Oh,
had
yeah,
his
that
microphone
too.
snatched by Black Lives Matter. That was basically the
That
birth
was
of my
crazy.
entire political worldview. You can't pretend that shit never happened. I was there when I grew up.
People brush it under. I remember this guy. They made his fucking cry, dude. I remember this dude. Oh my god, the t-shirt, the boomer t-shirt.
Grown-ass scientist was harassed and brought to tears for daring to wear a shirt with like cartoon pinup girls on it.
That is so fucking sad. The shirt his wife made? I don't know, but like, it wasn't an Ahagao shirt. It was just a goofy little shirt with girls on it.
Nuremberg trials for all the 2010s. You should legally be forced to wear some kind of patch on you in public to identify you as a woke 1.0 freak. When I saw that tweet, I literally had to stop writing my other video to make this one because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let these people rewrite history. We're not gonna let you write the history books, okay? Who do you think you are? Ghislaine Maxwell's father? So I'm going to be talking about four different
nice
videos
reference.
here. Oppression Olympics, Social Justice League vs. Gamers, Average is Beautiful, and Questions for Men Answered by Women. I'm not going to be showing the full videos because this video would be 4 hours long, so if you want to watch the full videos, the links will be in the description. Thank you, I love you, bye-bye. So Oppression Olympics was my first cultural, political video, uploaded July of 2014. 12 years ago. How old were you guys 12 years ago?
Dude, you know what's the crazy part? I thought that like this would be like the worst it could be. Yeah, the guy with the t-shirt. I think that's the funny part. I thought these people were like super duper unhinged back then. Like little did I know what was going to be waiting in the future and also this video in the future. Little did we know how much worse it could get, man. I don't know. Like we thought the worst it would be is like getting a Karen telling you as a man not to explain things to women while you sit with your freaking legs open or something. Little did we know, chat, we had it so good, man. Little did we know we're gonna have 10 years later, we're gonna have, well, you can't even have like lukewarm ass takes about video games that have been called a Nazi. Little did we know that wanting to have hot female characters in video games is terrible and how it objectifies women. I can relate to this fucking the Blizzard gatekeeping of the fruits when they changed the characters in the paintings that were women and turning them into fucking fruits. And objectifying women with like live streaming the birth of their kid and monetizing them with OnlyFans or Fansly before they're even out of the womb. And then call it empowering and awesome. Like I could literally rant for hours. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm pausing way too much. I could rant for hours about this like slippery slope we've had for like 10, 15 years. But the truth is that the slope turned into a fucking cliff like years ago. And we've been in free fall. Every time I tell myself at this point, it can't get any worse than this, something even happens. It's fucking sad, dude.
I am like 60 years old in internet years, like 204 years old in e-girl years. If you have been here, if you have been with me for that long, you deserve like some kind of reparations or something. Like,
I don't need
you
reparations.
have seen some All right, I am about to watch it.
Hold
I
on,
am
let me
so
move.
scared. I haven't watched this in years.
Are you ready to cringe?
Hey there, pretty lady. Do you wear
Instant flashback.
Heels? Do you wear makeup? Do you want to go on a diet and get thin? Don't do any
She's
of
so
those
peppy.
things. Hey, I'm a feminist. That's right, a feminist in 2014 America.
Shoo could have been a VTuber, man. What happened? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Can my voice even do that anymore? 2014 America! Oh. I can. Okay, never mind. Pretend I didn't do that. Alright, let's go.
What does that mean?
I can't.
That means I want you to stoop down to my level.
I'm telling you, VTuber material right here. I don't know, man.
And that means don't go on a diet, don't wear heels, don't do makeup, don't do your hair, don't try to look pretty. I get catcalls all the time and I hate it. I just love vlogging about it though, and I love vlogging about
that's
it
a
on my
word.
Tumblr and shave.
Oh my god, vlogging and Tumblr. That's legit. That's legit 12 years ago. Holy shit.
Forget shaving. Don't shave. This video game character is dressed too sexily. I don't like it. Change it.
Chat, I'm telling you, she's not like you might cringe internally, but what she's saying is all true. Yeah, it's just the delivery that's dated, but yeah.
I'm dressed too sexily and you don't like it? Stop oppressing me. Did
So
you guys
true,
know
queen.
that rape is bad? Rape is bad.
Whoa!
Anybody know this?
Nobody
Rape is
knew
bad.
that. I didn't know
You're not
that.
a feminist, you're pro-rape.
Oh, I didn't know that. The end?
Oh, good, it's over.
That-
She's
She's back!
back.
Just
Feminism
kidding!
in 2014 America is completely pointless. It's just a label that people are putting on themselves to feel special because
Why do I sound so cute? It's just a label people are putting on themselves, like, aw, someone put
So
something she
cute.
doesn't know how bad it's gonna get.
it's the special snowflake oppression Olympics. Everyone is in this big race to be the most progressive and the most open-minded and the most oppressed. It is the strangest thing I have ever seen, and it
She's so innocent. She's so innocent, man. I have a meme for this, actually, and the funny part is this is now a classic. This is old. Like, it's an old meme. Things are so much worse than what I'm about to show you is, like, years old at this point. Oh my god, what the fuck was it called? I don't want to spoil it. Oh my god. Is this it? Oh, yeah. Okay, I typed. This was actually kind of easy to find. Chat, this is from 5 years ago. So, this is old news, but like it got worse. Like little Shoo doesn't know how bad it is. It's probably copyrighted, so I'll tone it down, but Bunny, he himself acts committing hate crimes against straight, BIPOC, neurodivergent, disabled, otherkin, Bro, I'm 3 times speeding this shit! Tricks it queer, bigender, multigender! What? Plural, no binary, Stellarian, Voidpunk, Starfluid, Alia gender. Yeah, like you get, dude. This is a classic. You get the gist of it.
it's like infesting like the internet, and it's starting to seep out into the real world. And like I really don't like it.
So a little lore behind this video before we continue. First of all, Obama was president. Okay, this was
Holy shit, Obama. Remember when people would meme around and be like, Obama took my job or some shit? Man, that was so long ago. Obama.
before the Trump
Thanks,
era. In fact, this
Obama.
was like months before Gamergate even popped off. This is ancient. Some of you don't even remember a time before Trump. Like, Trump is your normal. You don't remember what the political and cultural landscape was like before Trump. That is like crazy to me. Anyway, at this time I was like 23, 24, working at a makeup counter in the mall, and I noticed all the people around me were changing. Their personalities were shifting. They were becoming like very unfunny and like offended at everything. It was
Oh my god. Dude, it must have been rough, man.
very weird. One example that sticks out in my mind for some reason was my friend screamed in my other friend's ear. My friend was like, "Ah, you're gonna make me go deaf." And then my other friend was like, "That's not funny. My brother's half deaf." I don't know.
What the fuck is half deaf? What? Dude, I remember in high school when people were like campaigning and hanging up signs to say, end the R word. They wanted us to stop. My first taste of woke culture ever. It was just SJW girls in my high school getting like mad at you for saying quote unquote the R word. And moved on. Like, little did we know those girls were going to grow up into HR Karens that fired you from your job for saying it. We didn't fucking know
why that one sticks out, but like that was a pivotal moment where I was like, what the fuck is going on? Also, we later found out that her brother was in fact not half deaf, but anyway, the only thing I traced it back to was they all used the same website.
This video is
Tumblr.
mostly about...
Yep. I think when Yahoo acquired Tumblr and then there was a mass exodus off of the website, they all moved on to Twitter, and I think that made Twitter worse. Yeah, there was a mass exodus because they banned porn off of Tumblr, and all of the goonettes that were on there that were like self-contained inside of Tumblr, I think that actually just exploded. Yeah, they ran to Reddit and Twitter, I think. Did men actually use Tumblr? I think like some people did, but yeah, it was mostly a girl thing. For sure, 100%.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Yep.
No!
Yep.
No!
Yep.
No!
Yeah. Oh my god! This is an ancient lady!
Oh my god, is that Big Red?
The Red
Oh my god,
Karen,
just
yes.
blast from the past with this face here. This woman should get some kind of like compensation for being on so many YouTubers' thumbnails.
She's that and the girl who's like on her knees screaming because Trump got elected. What was that, 2016? Yeah, this girl is like the grandma of the other girl. Yeah, this is the antithesis.
was
This is
the face
first
of
Karen.
the triggered feminist SJW for years.
Number one, shut the up for a second. Now, if you would shut the up for the 50th billionth time.
And then
I'm getting a visceral reaction, chat. Oh god! I completely forgot that she existed.
And then it was this other person. Where are these
Yes, thank you. Oh my god, we're like literally on the same brain length, dude. Brain wavelength.
people nowadays? I wonder what they're up to.
Tumblr is the
They're probably
reason
having a
there
good
is
time,
just
I
this
guess.
outbreak and infestation of SJWs, ruining my internets and ruining my real life and just
Oh, she's so
sucking
quirky.
the sense of humor out of so
She's
many
such a
people I
wholesome
know.
chunk.
Tumblr was
dude.
very popular back then, but there was like some dark evil energy coming from it, and I sensed it. And at the time, that is where I thought all
My
this
internets.
woke SJW shit was coming from. Little did I know, like a lot of these people on Tumblr were college kids. All this like rape culture, white supremacist
Yeah.
bullshit was coming from the college classroom. And at
And
the time,
it was in America. Yeah, for sure. I feel like it didn't happen in other countries as much, or at least like at all, to be honest.
I didn't know. I was just a humble makeup salesman, so I was really confused.
Oh, you had a job?
And I felt
Nice.
like I was going crazy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to boot up the ShoeOnHead channel. I'm gonna vent and make a video. Nobody's gonna fucking see it. I don't care. As far as I knew, there was no other videos online talking about this subject, so I just filmed it, edited it, uploaded it, and left. Like, I didn't check the comment section, and I didn't even know that Thunderfoot, a YouTuber,
Dude, Thunderfoot is ancient. The first video I ever saw of him was like some sort of science video. It wasn't even political. I was a kid and I was like watching his stuff and I thought his profile picture was cute. So I actually just like watched Yeah, no, Flat Earth. I don't remember. It was like 2008, maybe. Yeah, he was a scientist. He made science videos. I remember watching his stuff.
Shared my video, and that's how it
that?
originally blew up. And from there, I found out, oh, there's more people who agree with me. I found like Sargon of Akkad and like the honey badgers. It was crazy to feel like, oh, I'm not going insane. Things are changing.
They're all in this big competition to see who can be the most progressive and the most tolerant, at the same time being the most annoying and the most intolerant people that I've ever met in my life. It is just a big, it's the oppression Olympics.
Yep.
Labeling yourself as a feminist. Stop it.
She talked with her hands even back in the day. Well, she's like Italian. She's an American Italian.
It is not a movement anymore. You do not need it. Nobody needs it. You
they
have
culturally
every
appropriated
single right
her.
that every guy has now. Like most feminists on the internet just hate men.
Now, if you can believe it, and this might be hard to believe while watching this video, this was transgressive back in the day.
Yeah,
this
was like fucking offensive to say as a girl, for sure.
Was like crazy to hear online back then. Especially coming from a woman. We're saying things like, oh, feminism is doo-doo, and like obvious ass shit, like people have a victim complex these days. That was like sacrilegious. And now it's like nothing. Now it's like wallpaper. Everyone thinks that. Every day there's like a new racist e-girl popping up and saying the N
or the chick with their freaking cooter out. I think everyone always thought that. I think most people have like a little radar in their head that gives them like a bad feeling anytime they encounter like a mentally ill feminist with like daddy issues. I think it's plainly obvious, and like I truly do believe that most people can tell they're walking on eggshells and trying not to offend this person. I put my hand up. I had to deal with that at work. I did. Yeah, the thing that changed is like seemingly overnight, it went from like, I'm not going to engage with this person because they're wasting my time and my energy, to like, you're not allowed to engage with this person and you can't disagree with them, because if you do, you'll be banned from all social media, fired from your job, or at the very least talked down on and made you feel like shit. That's the best case scenario. Or like socially ostracized from your friends and family and then be labeled a Nazi. Like, I think people always hated the feminism and always hated what, like, is essentially was mental illness manifesting as, like, culture war politics. They just weren't allowed to say it back then. They completely took over all of social media and, like, created this, like, bubble, and it was, like, the darkest time ever on the internet. Like, thank God we can call again and make fun of him, bro.
Word and then fallen off a week later. Like, if this video came out today, it would get like no views because it's the most basic shit ever. This video almost got me fired from my job, you know, like they found out where I worked, they called my boss, they were like, she hates women, like all this stuff.
And people wonder why like VTubers are a thing, period.
When it first blew up, most of the comments were negative. It was just a bunch of angry women being like, you're a handmaiden of the patriarchy. Like, this was before the term pick-me existed.
Yeah.
Handmaiden of the patriarchy. That goes kind of hard. Can we bring that back? Okay,
so that's a long title, yeah.
So that was the first video. Let's watch another one, shall we? This is called Social Justice
Oh my god, yes!
League versus Gamers.
You may or may not have noticed, I've been fully immersed in this whole Gamergate thing since it started like 2 months ago.
Gamergate was 2 months ago? Oh my god. For those of you who don't know what Gamergate was, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's not important.
No, you have to.
Some woman
No.
allegedly slept with someone and now the Strait of Hormuz is closed. Things happened in between that, but that's basically the gist of it. Editing Shoe here. I decided to actually put in a brief explanation because genuinely a lot of you might not know. Gamergate kicked off when game devs and game journalists were accused of sleeping with each other for better game reviews.
Now they just do it for money because they can't, you know, yeah. Women sleeping with men? Yep. Yeah, it was, yeah. Wait, really? Yes, this was like 2016, yeah. Or 2015? No, I'm serious. What was the name of the girl? Zoe Quinn and a bunch of other girls. Allegedly. I can't say for sure because it never got proven, but like, goddamn. 2014? Was it 2014? Yeah, I guess it was 2014. Yeah.
Coordinated anti-gamer hit pieces all coming out around the exact same day saying things like gamers are dead and focusing on how sexist and white and male games.
It's funny because they still say it. And again, Anita Sarkeesian was like, again, one of those chicks that did that.
Spaces were. It was a mess.
Saying like Witcher and Prototype, those are fucking badass games. Look, God of War is even on it!
That went on for like 3 years,
God.
arguably longer, and many people cite it as one of the first major culture wars online.
They went to the fucking, what was it called? Wasn't it the UN or something? Yeah, to talk about how sexist games are. God, I hated this shit.
The UN to talk about sexism in gaming. There was even a Law and Order episode about evil sexist gamers.
Oh yeah.
They just can't stand women in gaming.
What did they do to you?
They leveled up.
Also,
I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot. Dude, I need to watch this on stream sometime. Obviously, I can't upload it to YouTube because it'll get copyrighted, but oh my god, that fucking episode was legendary. They did the most cringe script ever. You have no... Yeah, it was the H3 video. That was it. Yeah, I remember Ethan Klein did the same thing. And he reenacted this and like did the fake blood. It was like, they leveled up. Dude, it was so funny. It was so funny. There's so many stupid memes like this in here. Oh my god.
What did they do to you?
They leveled up.
Also, Logan Paul was in that episode for some
Wait, Logan Paul? What?
reason. It was a weird time. Anyway.
Seeing good friends of mine get labeled as misogynist, sexist, racist, only for enjoying video games and seeing through this very obvious agenda pushing 100% no.
100%. Oh my god, her Italian accent her fucking New York accent came out. Yo, I've been watching The Sopranos. I caught that immediately, bro.
I honestly could not imagine being so deluded that you actually make yourself believe that all gamers are white, cis males who are worse than ISIS. I'm not even mad, I'm actually like impressed that these people have the ability. They're like champions of mental gymnastics of the oppression Olympics.
True, queen.
SJW.
Dude, this was such an own if you did this in a video. This is such a fucking old meme, man.
Logic and facts.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Coming in like, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like
Sims
this.
2,
This
I
character
saw
doesn't
that.
look like me. She's not frumpy and below average. It makes me insecure. Change it. Change this. I don't like this.
I like
don't
her
like that. I don't
accent,
even
bro.
play that, but I don't like it. There could be a fucking black, Mexican, Chinese, demisexual, lesbian, feminist, otherkin in a wheelchair with no legs and shit. And these in a wheelchair with no legs and shit. And these crybabies would still not be happy.
Oh my god, nothing has changed.
Yep.
Nothing has changed. They still f***ing do this shit. They still invade nerdy male spaces
Is he
and force
Mexican?
them to
No,
cater
he's
to them.
white.
They're still purposely making female characters like ugly and frumpy. You still can't pander to them because they'll never be happy.
Take a look at
Yeah, they don't show up. That's the funniest part. Yeah, they don't show up to play the games that they want to endorse.
this.
It's a frightening and disgusting trend in the world of online gaming. Hackers rewriting code to simulate sexual assault.
Sam Meggs.
I remember when hackers used to multi-box on WoW and get like a bunch of level 1 humans in the starting zone and make them float in the sky to spell like the N-word or gold seller advertising above Stormwind. Because it's like a city, it's like a big hub where people like, you know, go do stuff. And in the air sometimes, it would last maybe like an hour and then a GM would just ban them all and then they just come back. Yeah, this was like years ago. And then, or they would kill them all. Someone would actually, if the GM didn't come, people would go on their horde characters and like flag up and kill them. Yeah, or even better, I think I've seen ones where they would kill them all so that the corpses, because when you die in World of Warcraft and you release, like you let go of your body, it leaves behind a skeleton, and they would purposefully spell the name of like gold selling websites or slurs. I remember that too. That was big. That was big. I think they still do that sometimes on private servers.
Stopped playing online over a year ago because of what she calls a misogynistic mentality that already exists in the world of gaming. The graphics are so good, this attack is eerily realistic.
That's eerily realistic. Yo.
Eerily realistic.
Wow, that's really realistic.
I've been doing it wrong? God damn!
Oh my god, I forgot all about the traffic
That is
cone.
so cute.
My dad literally stole that traffic cone
Base dad!
off the street from me. I was like, Dad, I need a traffic cone
That is such a supportive dad. My dad would do that too fast.
for this
Oh,
video
nice.
I'm doing. He like took it off the street and he's like, here you go. He didn't even like ask what it
Here
was
you
for.
go,
I
my
was just
child.
like, thanks. Like,
She's part of the Sopranos. Here you go, my child.
it's good to have a supportive father in your life. So this one is
told
called
you.
Average is Beautiful.
Race together? Wow! How progressive!
What?
Oh my god,
Ew!
Race Together. I forgot all about
What
this.
the fuck is race together? Wait, No. What?
In 2014, Starbucks did this thing called Race Together.
Oh my god, thank God. Thank God I wasn't around then, dude. I didn't go to Starbucks. I don't think I had money for that shit. I didn't have a job, so I couldn't afford it.
Where I
I was a
you
little
not,
kid.
they made baristas write hashtag Race Together on the cups to encourage discussion about race relations with customers.
Oh yeah, let's get
Oh, that's a great position to put the baristas in. Yeah.
let's get rid of race relation like tension by just making awkward conversation about race at Starbucks.
And then 5 years later, during COVID, all the major corpos were like making their employees wear "We'll get through this together" t-shirts, and they were like making ads like, COVID sucks, so come buy a Big Mac to remind you of the good times. Do you guys remember that? Like, Race Together was just the beginning. I feel like that, like, that Breaking Bad meme of Walter White screaming from inside the car, be like, no, no, or like in Interstellar where he's like looking into the window and he's like, no, and he's like slamming his fist into the fucking wall. Like, stop, no, Hank. Like, this girl, this poor girl, she has no idea how much worse it's gonna get. Like, she doesn't even know about the corpos all changing their profile pictures on Twitter to, like, the LGBT flag during Pride Month. Except the Middle East, of course. Middle East Mercedes is not changing their fucking flag to the gay flag. And then selling you rainbow merchandise to pretend like they give a shit. God, man. What a time, man. What a time.
Why?
They were forcing 18-year-old kids to have awkward-ass discussions with strangers about race.
I'll get fired.
Yeah,
Hell
can I get
no.
a
I'm
tall
not doing it.
cappuccino? Ah, yes, hello. I see you are a person of color. What the f***
Hello, black person. Do you want to talk about race?
were they smoking back then?
I just imagine some black lady, like, on her way to work, walks into Starbucks, like, oh, can I have a latte, please? And the barista just like, ah! I see you are a woman of color.
Oh my god.
If anybody had ever any doubt that it was her, that's her, right?
I made the same fucking joke. I didn't even
Yeah.
remember. That's I did it again.
She
wow, it's almost like we
it.
have the same brain or something.
Listen, social
That's
justice,
crazy.
you can, like, invade video games all you want, you can do whatever you want to comics, but don't touch my Disney. I will send the
She doesn't know. She doesn't know.
hounds on you.
Oh god. Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her.
Weird.
Weird. This one
Weird. We're gonna rewrite Rapunzel because it's not centered around romance.
is called internalized misogyny.
If you're a woman capable of individual thought, you've probably had the term internalized misogyny thrown at you a few times. So, what is it exactly? There are so many stupid feminist rebuttals, but I think internalized misogyny has to be like my top favorite. Right after she's doing it for male attention and she'll learn when she's older.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? They still use that against you. Even in 2026, poor Shue.
She'll learn when she's older, as if one day it's just gonna be like,
Happy birthday to you.
holy shit! Manspreading is an issue!
I am.
Okay, see, that's still funny. That's still funny because it's not centered around a meme. That's how you know she was funny. Or she
literally
is funny
older
in the
now
first place.
than I was meant to be in that skit about the future. And I did not, in
That's
fact,
crazy.
learn when I got older. I got worse.
These people have an excuse and a buzzword for everything. Racist, sexist, MRA, right-wing, conservative,
The fuck is
privilege.
MRA?
Oh my god, MRA.
What?
I forgot about MRAs. Oh my god. MRAs were men's rights activists. And before people were getting called
Men's rights activists? Oh my god, this was before my time. Yeah, that makes sense.
like incel online for criticizing women or supporting men, they were
yeah.
being called MRA. Yes, it was considered a insult back
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna have something to do with MAGA, but then I realized MAGA was like way after this post.
then to care about men's rights. This was before the modern red pill. This was before Andrew Tate, Clavicular, Fresh and Fit. We
Yeah.
had like Roosh V.
For the longest time, I wanted to do a post on how to approach girls that are ordering a drink at the bar. So what I did is I went to the toy store and I bought some dolls. These two are the cute girls who
Okay.
you want to have sex with.
That was
Alright.
our Andrew Tate back then.
Dude, at least this guy seems funny though. Andrew Tate is just fucking sad.
MRA, right-wing, conservative, privilege. They do this to move the goalposts. So then you're like, oh wait, I'm not an MRA. This is why I'm not an MRA.
That's why you don't play the game.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't
true,
know this at the time.
true.
I was naive and stupid. But you don't fight back. You don't go like, oh no, I'm not right wing. I voted for Bernie.
Yeah.
I have a gay friend. Like, no. Shut up.
No, you can't have a debate with someone who's not interested in playing this by the same rules that you are. Every single value that you have will be turned into like a proverbial bludgeon to beat you with when it's convenient for them. And also shifting the goalposts too. They don't care about their hypocrisy. They don't care when they get caught lying or manipulating you. It's all it means to an end, right? Like, because in their mind, you're a bad person and it doesn't matter what you do. You're disgusting, you're bigoted, you're Nazi, you're a misogynist, you're homophobe, you're a terrible person. That means nothing they say or do is wrong. They would kill you if you could, I'm sorry. And they would celebrate your death online as we have seen them do. You could have the most lukewarm takes and they'd still be, like, happy. They'd be like, oh yeah, actually she was a Nazi. So why would you even attempt to have a conversation with them? This is why I don't respond to my haters on Twitter. I just make fun of them when I go live. At least, like, I can turn it into a YouTube video and then people can fucking laugh at them. Monetize your haters. I've said this a million times. Mock their their fucking stupidity, their stupid ideology that they just absolutely love and jerk off to, and laugh at their talking points and move on. That's how you win. Like, don't fucking engage with them on Twitter. I'm gonna be real.
No, you just have to go, okay, and even if you're not, because
Okay,
literally
and,
all they
yeah,
have is the ists and the isms. Defending yourself from their thought-terminating
Okay, and,
buzzwords
yeah,
is
you're
just,
racist,
it's useless,
and-
it's a waste of time. I wish I knew that back then. So this is my most-
To be fair, nobody really knew that back then. I think, like, it probably shifted in the last maybe 5 years. Yeah, maybe even less than that.
viewed video ever. 10 million views. Demonetized. Haven't seen a single cent from that video. Awesome.
That's crazy.
Anyway,
Why?
So we all know BuzzFeed is the internet equivalent of Ask
Wait, she didn't get why? Why is she demonetized?
Cancer. We know this, and I'm pretty sure the website is a government experiment created to test my patience.
Is that a Mr. Meeksy shirt?
Mr. Meeseeks! Oh my god, what a blast from the past when Rick and Morty was kind of funny.
My god, dude, back when Rick and Morty was funny.
They're known for hits like, let's get fat women.
I remember this too. Do you guys remember the Spider-Man picture too? Yeah, do you guys remember that too? Where like fat girls were recreating and shaming. Oh my god, I think Shue made a video on it too. I remember that. I think Shue made a video on the Spider-Man fucking comic drawing. I forget.
To do poses only fit gymnasts can do. Being a woman is hard because compliments and damage control the video.
Oh my god.
So without further ado,
BuzzFeed.
I present to you 36 questions feminists have for men.
They were just pumping out videos like this.
BuzzFeed was insane at farming this. And you know what's sad? I actually really liked BuzzFeed before because they would make like really shitty recipes with like really cheap ingredients, and that's what I watched them for. But then BuzzFeed pivoted to like farming like this fucking garbage.
Constantly. Every week, another mass-produced, corpo-slop, anti-man, anti-white video.
So when you see the word white, what comes to mind?
Privilege. I think power.
We can never let this happen again. I don't care if Trump blows up the world, okay? They can make Israel a 51st state, as long as I never have to hear,
Hey, fellow white guys.
ever again.
First of all, pause. Everyone knows they would never make Israel the 51st state of the United States. They would make the United States the second state of Israel. I'm kidding. Please don't ban me. I'm kidding.
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
How does it feel to be the same sex as someone I personally politically—
Dude, I don't know. The war on like white men has been going on for like over 10 years at this point. I think it was like even before Shue started making videos. The reason I've always had such a violent disgust for the people that support this is because they're not trying to like lift minorities up. No, that's not the goal. They don't want more representation for black people or for brown people or for gay people or for fucking women. The goal is not to level the fucking like playing field and make it equal. The goal is to destroy you. These people aren't speaking from like a place of empathy for minorities. They're speaking from a place of like hatred for white men. They don't want to be on the same footing as you. They want you to be beneath them. Like they want to hold this power over you. They want to oppress you. This has been so plainly obvious for like over 10 years. And every year it goes by, I think it becomes more transparent and people are like actually unironically waking up from it, you know? They're woking.
disagree with. The man is literally Satan to these people. Like, they could have said Hitler. They basically meant Hitler. Trump is their Hitler. It's very trendy to hate Trump right now.
Oh, she's so innocent, man.
Wow.
I'm pretty left-leaning, but I've been called a Trump supporter.
That's crazy she said that 8 years ago, by the way. Was it 8? Yeah, somewhere around there.
Like 6 times in the past few months.
6 times? 6 times?
Only 6?
Oh, you poor baby. Try 6,000 at the...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure on Reddit they make fucking hate threads about Shue and Asmon like probably every hour, if not every single day, multiple times a day. I'm not even kidding.
Time the anti-woke, anti-SJW genre was mostly full of liberals. It was mostly liberals criticizing, all of this stuff, all of this woke behavior. We all saw this as not real liberalism. This isn't the real left. The real left cares about like real equality and workers' rights and blah 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 blah. We wanted to call our side out. Obviously, that didn't work, but we tried.
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
Oh my god. Oh my god. My cringe meters.
Men have balls.
Oh my god. Manspreading. One of the top issues.
That was like a fucking massive deal for some reason. And I could not understand it even when I was like younger and I didn't get it.
People would talk about nonstop back then was men sitting with their legs slightly open on public.
I swear to God, it's just never grew up with like a brother or like their dad. Cause I did ask that one day when I was a kid. I always ask my mom, why do you always cross your legs when you're sitting down? And dad like does the thing where he's like, putting his leg up but not squishing them together. And like my parents just told me, my mom, she was like, cause it's the balls are there. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind. I don't know, maybe they didn't have a dad, like, so they didn't tell him?
Transportation. It was seen as some, like, patriarchal, like, statement of power or some shit. Like, every week we had to hear about manspreading.
Manspreading is when...
Oh my god, this is a BuzzFeed video. I know this face! I'm gonna throw up. I'm getting, like... I don't know, what's the reverse of nostalgia? Disgust-talgia?
A man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible.
What?
Physical body to take up as much space as humanly.
The nose ring theory, undefeated, even before people know what it was, by the way. Nobody said it. Yeah, like nobody did.
Possible.
What happened to all these little pet issues they were all upset about? I guess like people can't afford houses now, right? They can't find jobs. I don't think they have energy to talk about the f***ing pink tax or manspreading or whatever.
Why are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
Wow. This chocolate bar sure is good, but you know what would make it better? Wow! Another chocolate bar! 2 of a thing I like! Together!
People still...
What about girls that are super into fucking yaoi? Why don't men say like, oh my god, why are women so obsessed with gay men? Nobody fucking says that shit, by the way.
Still come to my channel to this day and leave comments on my videos like, are you the chocolate bar girl? My legacy.
Why do I deserve to be paid less than you?
The wage gap is simply the average earnings of men and women working full-time. It does not count for different job positions, hours worked, or different jobs. It has nothing to do with the same job. It has nothing to do with discrimination.
Everyone knows this. This is why you don't debate them about it. There are 2 types of people that believe the gender pay gap is real. Stupid people, usually women, that don't understand what the gender pay gap actually is, and then manipulative people who know what it is but then pretend to not understand so that they can derail the conversation and call you a misogynistic piece of shit. You don't engage with them. You literally can't. This is why she has the little button. You mock them and you move on. She did the right thing.
So the reason I have a button that debunks the wage gap is because back in the day you could not escape hearing about the fucking fake-ass 77-cent wage gap bullshit. I don't think you hear about the wage gap anymore because young women are starting to out-earn young men.
Oh, so they finally shut up about it when it pivoted, when a bunch of women sitting in HR in their fucking ass, or working at Google, being in their fucking daycare. Actual daycare.
So that's a little awkward.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex?
Because on average, we are. It's a fact. Trigger warning.
Oh my god, trigger warning.
Facts.
Libs owned! Trigger warning.
Libs owned.
Warning. Facts. Okay, Ben Shapiro, calm down. I thought that was such a mic drop.
Are you intimidated by a woman who makes more money than you? That's awesome. More money.
So when women make less, it's called the wage gap. But when men make less, it's just more money.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like responding to the old video instead of my video.
You're reacting.
I forget how stupid these talking points were, dude. And sorry, I'm just watching these videos. I'm thinking about all the fucking people on Reddit who are like, ShoeOnHead sent me down the alt-right pipeline.
Alt-right pipeline, ShoeOnHead, when she literally just... I'm gonna be real, I did not tune in to watch Shoe a lot when she was talking about, like, you know, voting and stuff, because I couldn't even vote at the time, so like I'm gonna be real, I didn't fucking care. Sorry if it's a crime. It's really not. I don't think you should fucking know everything there is to know about fucking voting when you can't even vote.
Really? This is what did it? How the fuck is it my responsibility?
College, wasn't she?
If you watch milquetoast ass shit like this and start goose stepping. I went down the alt-right pipeline. I was a Nazi. First of all, No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You probably watched a Ben Shapiro owns college liberal compilation. And then some other YouTuber years later told you that's what being a Nazi is, and that actually having the politics of a Walmart HR department is salvation. Like, can we fucking relax? I'm sorry, I don't understand the YouTubers and streamers from this era who have like trolls remorse about this shit, that feel guilty for making fun of this stuff back then because they
That's ridiculous. Fucking keep making fun of them. They're
think them making fun of this stuff gave rise to Trump and whatever. It's like, no.
That's not why.
No, this stuff gave rise to Trump, not you reacting to it. Like, why wouldn't you make fun of this shit? It's ridiculous and it's counterproductive. Like, you wonder why so many Gen Z men are further right than, like, boomer men. It's not because they watched a YouTuber called BuzzFeed cringe, right? It's because BuzzFeed and things like it, the media, academia, the culture that they grew up in, a reactionary movement needs something to react to. Like, this shit, as goofy as it was harmful. It was harmful to society.
And it makes men feel like pieces of shit. Like, how the fuck do you think women felt when they got called pieces of shit for like fucking years?
In general, even. And it was harmful to like the left because this is how people saw the left. Trump wasn't elected specifically because BuzzFeed, right? Like, that's stupid. But there was this like slingshot effect against woke one. But more importantly, there was a hole in politics left from a do-nothing neoliberal neocon establishment that was just waiting to be filled by a populist, and Trump filled that hole. Trump filled America's hole, he got America pregnant, and 9 months later, out pops a war with Iran. And America
Oh my god, I love fighting in Iran. It's so beautiful. I love war.
America's like, I didn't ask for this. Well, why'd you open your legs, whore? Sorry.
You fucking disgusting whore.
Sorry. You were asking for it. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, now people online are like, oh, woke 2 is gonna be great. Woke 2 is gonna hit like crack.
If you thought we were woke before...
Oh lord.
You done went and woke the beast.
Woke the beast. Holy shit. Woke 2 woke the beast.
Welcome to Woke 2.0.
Do you want Hitler too? Because that's how you get Hitler too. We are not doing this shit again. I would kindly advise against it. If you look at everything happening now, like literal pedophiles running the world, bills being passed to merge our military with foreign militaries, a bunch of AI surveillance cameras popping up everywhere, bombs we pay for with our tax dollars against our will going to blow up children. All of this shit seems extremely petty and unimportant. But it was part of this like deeply subversive, destructive rot in society. I used to
and you know, the most fucked up thing is like, I think the people that say... Sorry, never mind. I lost my point. Never mind.
Say that culture war was a distraction from class war. And for the most part, I still kind of think that's true. But I can walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, you know? I could want the rich to pay their fair share and also want my children to grow up in a world where it's not socially acceptable to hate them. Yeah, these videos were a little...
No, they have to deal with it, bro. Yeah, of course. Yeah, they'll color their skin. Yep. Yeah, gotta have the prejudice for that. Again, these fucking stupid people can, like, hop on their phone and then post some absolute fucking hot dog shit on Twitter saying, like, oh, if you're white, then you're a bad person. And then get, like, 10 million views. And if that's not fucking bad enough, then they go out and fucking vote. I think Idiocracy, the movie, was supposed to be a joke, but again, here we are, 10 years later, or whatever the fuck.
Cringe and, like, I don't think they aged that poorly. Some of the jokes were really cringe and like facts and logic liberals pretty much do the same videos, but
I think she's too hard on herself. I think like old memes don't age extremely well.
Now they're more like organized and structural and scripted. I do the same videos but in a more medicated sort of way. Big Vivans has taken away your millennial quirk chunguses.
She could have been a VTuber if she was unmedicated. I fucking knew it. I've been debating fucking getting on medication. They took away her wholesome chungusness.
Pharma won't let me go. Merp. So that was that video. I thought it would be fun to do. What did you guys think? If you want to see my full, raw, unedited reaction to my first video, there is a bonus video up on my Patreon right now. Link down below.
What the fuck?
Also, all
Oh my
Patreon members
God,
get
man.
every single video a day early.
I'm telling you, this could have been the first VTuber, man.
Uncensored, no bleeps. I'm also doing Patreon only live streams now, so I would love to see you guys there. Lots of stuff going on. Link down below. Join today. We want you. Join the Shoe Simps. Join the SS today. Also, a big thank you again to today's sponsor, Ground News. Go check them out. Link down below. And I will see you guys with a new video. Bye!
Dum 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 dum. Bum, bum. Yeah, join the Shoe Simps.
Oh!
Yeah, I bonked my head on my microphone. That shit fucking hurts. Oh my god, that was such a great video! Round of applause. That was really fun. Chat, what did you think? Why are you so far to the left? Because I was blocking her fucking webcam, you ding dong! You're so far left. You're such a wokey. Yeah, go check out Shue's video. She's fantastic. Funny gal. Apparently a Nazi and also woke at the same time, of course. Yeah. It's been that long? Yeah, I cannot fucking believe that, man. Crazy.